All right, let's jump right in. If you're a busy professional trying to figure out how to capitalize on this massive AI boom without having to go back to school to learn how to code, the source material we're unpacking in today's explainer has a really fascinating strategy. It's essentially an AI consulting playbook. AI is completely shifting the business landscape, right? But the research we're looking at reveals a pretty amazing reality. You don't actually need a computer science degree, and you don't need huge startup capital to get in on this. What you do need is to leverage the business acumen you already have to launch high-yield B2B consulting services. So today, we're opening up the 2026 Professionals Playbook. I love the profound simplicity of this quote because it completely captures the opportunity. That gap between what AI can do and what businesses are actually doing with it, that is where the money is. Think about it. AI tools are incredibly powerful now, and honestly, they're surprisingly easy to use. But the reality on the ground? Most businesses have absolutely zero idea how to apply them. They are swamped just running their day-to-day operations. They don't need a software engineer. They need a bridge. They need a professional who can connect the dots between these cutting-edge tools and their own frustrating operational bottlenecks. And the source material argues that this bridge, that's your new consulting business. So here's our roadmap. We'll start by looking at the 2026 consulting opportunity. Then we'll climb the ladder from Tier 1 creative services up to Tier 2 premium technical consulting, and we'll wrap it all up with a concrete 30-day launch plan. Part 1, the 2026 consulting opportunity. Why is right now the golden window? Well, the tech is finally reliable, but mainstream adoption is still lagging. You really only need a 6-month head start to be viewed as an absolute expert in this space. Okay, we really need to separate the signal from the noise here. There is so much chatter out there about making money with AI, and a lot of it is just high-effort, low-yield consumer tactics. Things like running faceless YouTube channels, selling $15 prompt packs, or turning out digital coloring books. Sure, those might make a few bucks, but they rely on massive retail volume and a really long-term passive strategy. And if you're a busy professional, your time is your most valuable asset. The real signal is in high-value B2B services. We're talking AI copywriting, chatbot setup, and automation consulting. The research emphasizes that these are targeted premium services that actually command high retainers from real businesses with real budgets. The engine that actually powers these premium services is a concept the source calls time arbitrage. This is huge. It means using AI to do the heavy lifting in minutes, but you charge the client for the high value of the final product, not the hours you spent sitting at your desk. This is a total paradigm shift. Because these tools deliver high-quality results so incredibly fast, you can actually undercut traditional, slower agencies on price, deliver the work in a fraction of the time, and still maintain massive profit margins. It's basically the perfect model for scaling your income without just scaling your working hours. Moving on to Section 2, Tier 1 Creative Consulting Services. This is the first step on the value ladder, focusing on the high-volume stuff that businesses need every single day. The research breaks this down into 3 major pillars. First up, AI copywriting. Businesses always need sales pages, email sequences, and ad copy. Using tools like ChatGPT and Claude, you can generate really high-quality copy in minutes. Next is AI video editing. Short-form video demand is through the roof right now. With tools like Descript or Opus Clip, you can literally slice a 1-hour podcast into 20 polished short clips almost instantly. And finally, AI design. Everyone needs marketing assets, and you can churn them out using Midjourney, DALL-E, or Canva AI. The crucial mindset shift here is that you aren't doing simple gig work. You are building a scalable consulting practice where AI is your lever to deliver premium assets at lightning speed. So what's the bottom line here? The playbook projects the earning potential for these Tier 1 services at roughly $2,000 to $8,000 a month. And here's the thing. Whether you're charging $500 to $2,000 per project or putting a client on a monthly retainer, you only need to land a handful of solid clients to hit that bracket. You find them by networking right where professionals already hang out, like LinkedIn, Upwork, or just doing direct outreach to local businesses. All right, Section 3, Tier 2. Premium technical consulting. This is where we step into the heavy hitters. The complexity bumps up a bit, but the earning potential completely explodes. The first premium service here is AI chatbot setup. The playbook flags this as one of the highest paying AI services looking toward 2026, and shockingly, most people haven't even considered it as a business model. Think about a local restaurant. They might lose a dozen reservations a week simply because no one is awake to answer their Facebook messages at 10 p.m. Customers want answers 24/7, but these business owners have no clue how to build a bot. By mastering tools like ManyChat, VoiceFlow, or custom GPTs,
you solve a massive operational pain point for them. And the best part? The research points out that this technical sounding skill can actually be learned in about 2 weeks of focused effort.
The revenue model here is brilliant. It's a dual revenue system. First, you have the upfront setup fee, which generally runs between $1,500 and $3,000 to build the bot. But the real leverage? That's the ongoing monthly maintenance. You charge $300 to $500 per client in recurring income just to keep the bot updated and running smoothly. So land just 3 clients and you're looking at up to $9,000 in initial fees, plus a fantastic baseline of recurring monthly revenue. Based on the source data, this puts the monthly earning potential for chatbot setup comfortably at $3,000 to $12,000 a month. It's a highly underserved market right now. The budgets absolutely exist, but the skilled competition is still really low. And that brings us to the absolute highest tier strategy outlined in the playbook: AI automation consulting. Look, businesses waste thousands of hours on mind-numbing, repetitive tasks. Data entry, manual emails, generating reports, following up on leads. It's a massive drain. An automation consultant steps into that messy, inefficient workflow and completely streamlines it using AI and integration tools like Zapier and Make. You're basically eliminating their busy work. It all comes down to the economics of client value versus your consulting fee. If you build an automation that saves a company 20 hours a week of administrative work, that's incredibly valuable to them. The source values that at $2,000 to $3,000 a month in saved payroll and boosted productivity. So when you charge $2,000 to $5,000 for that automation project, plus an ongoing retainer, it's a no-brainer for the client. Once they see that immense ROI, businesses will eagerly pay premium rates. Because you're delivering such game-changing value, the playbook puts the income ceiling for automation consulting anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 a month. This is the top tier for professionals who want to maximize their leverage and build a really serious consulting practice.
Section 4, your 30-day launch plan. How do we take all this theory and actually get it off the ground right now? The source lays out a really direct, actionable 4-week timeline. Week 1, pick just one method. Maybe copywriting, maybe chatbots, and dedicate 5 focused hours to learning those core tools. That's it, just 5 hours. Week 2, create some sample work and get your professional profiles set up on places like LinkedIn. Week 3 is action time. You reach out directly to 20 potential clients. And remember, pitch the value you bring to their business, not the fancy AI tool you're using. Finally, week 4, follow up, refine your offer based on their feedback, and land that first paying client. The research shows that following this exact structure is how busy professionals build real momentum in 30 days. I want to leave you with a really provocative thought from the source material. AI won't replace you, but someone using AI will. That's the reality. The window of opportunity is wide open right now. The demand from businesses is enormous. And as we've seen, the roadmap is clear. So the only question left is, will it be you taking the lead? That's the challenge the playbook leaves us with. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.